Guinness?
Oh, right, it's in the fridge.
That was the point of it. Hey guys, this is Daniel.
And Matthew. And we are
That Damn Brand.
Once again, in person.
Yeah, we got another podcast going for you guys.
Live and in charge, back with episode 21.
Ah, damn, it's been that many.
It's actually, it would have been more if we take into account the audio. It's a 21 of the video podcast. But, yeah, so we wanted to first get something out of the way. We briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, it's out of the way.
Well, you know what I mean? Do some housekeeping, as it were, some meta stuff. We briefly mentioned it in the last episode, but our friend from an Irish mother, Tom, is now officially a part of That Damn Brand. And so, this is for Tom.
Yeah, got some Guinness, because this is what he drinks all the damn time.
He always has drunken streams on Twitch.
I don't know if I'll like it, but let's give it a shot.
Here, cheers. Cheers to you, Tom.
To Tom.
Fucking legend.
It's aight.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah, I can do this.
cool. Yeah, it's my kind of beer. But so yeah, we're not gonna get drunk because we're only gonna have one. But Tom has a tendency to.
I've had some before I came.
Oh well, maybe this guy will get drunk. Anyway,
I did have some beers, but
Tom has a tendency to drink when he plays Fortnite every so often. So if you haven't already, we'll have a link to his Twitch up. You can go check him out.
I would too if I only played Fortnite.
Because it'd be depressing, so you don't want to drink. Just kidding, Tom. But anyway. But speaking of Fortnite, because this is a good segue, which I didn't even think about.
That's actually pretty awesome.
As we were planning out this episode. The first thing we wanted to talk about actually is Fortnite. And so talking about Tom worked out. If you haven't heard by now, Fortnite is being sued by at least 3 people that we know of for basically ripping off dances in the game.
Yep.
The most famous of which is probably the Carlton, which, if you've ever seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Alfonso Ribeiro is the actor's name. He does this, kind of side dance. It's really famous and popular. I'll try to see if I can find the clip, the little gif of it being in all the different games we just watched before we started recording this, and it's been in a shitload of games. So I feel like he needs to sue more than just Epic Games.
Well, I believe the lawsuit is multiple studios. It's not just Epic Games.
Okay, alright. Well, anyway. So yeah, I hit that. Alfonso Ribeiro, aka Carlton, is suing Epic Games, aka Fortnite, or also Fortnite, whatever, over this dance. And then there's some, no-name rapper that I'd never heard of called 2 Milli or something, who invented some sort of dance, and Epic stole that too.
That one? Choo.
I honestly have no idea. I saw that it's posted somewhere, rapper 2 Milli suing Fortnite over, I think he called it the Milli Rock something. I don't know either. But anyway, so some pseudo unknown rapper is suing Fortnite for stealing his dance as well. And so far the difference between those two is that Alfonso Ribeiro admitted that he stole the Carlton.
Yeah, from someone else. Yeah.
From someone else.
On the Backpack Kid.
Right, I was going to get to that. So, and then the 2 Milli actually claims to have a copyright pending for his dance. So,
well, if it's pending, can you sue?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what what I saw in the article or whatever was that at least his dance is pending copyright. So, if I feel like if he does get copyright, then Epic could just take it out and it'll be fine.
Would it be a trademark or copyright?
See, this is above my pay grade. I'm not a lawyer or whatnot. But anyway, and so and then the third one was the Backpack Kid, aka Flossin', and everybody flosses. I knew my girlfriend's little cousin who was 8 or 10, doesn't even play Fortnite. She knew about that fucking flossing. So
when I go to the Rockets games and they show all the little kids, they're always flossing and then doing that other Fortnite dance. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Tom, you gotta help us out there.
Yeah, you gotta record a video of you doing all the Fortnite dances.
Yeah, Tom has every single Fortnite dance in existence in his library.
But he has a cool Irby skin which he uses when he plays. Cheers to you, sir. But yeah, so I already forgot the kid's name, but he goes by.
Kid, isn't it?
Well, but he has a real name.
Oh well, no one cares about his real name.
If you Google Backpack Kid, you'll see who we're talking about. But anyway, yeah, now he is also suing Epic Games for stealing flossing, essentially. But the thing that ties all three of these together is that they're being represented by the same law firm.
So I think Alfonso. This is my theory, and I don't know if it's true or not. You probably find out by looking it up. Is that he initiated it, and then like the lawsuit wanted to get some more grounds, I guess. So they started recruiting other people. Did the Backpack Kid like ever claim that, like, or did he just do it on Ellen and then it became a thing?
I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea.
I think the lawsuit's kind of bullshit. I don't know if you can copyright dances.
Well, I think, and that's the discussion that I've seen thus far, is that people are saying, like, can you really copyright a dance or trademark a dance?
So you're going to get sued when you go to the club?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you're in there doing the robot, somebody's like, I own the copyright of the robot, here's a cease and desist. So,
cease and desist.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you're basically just not allowed to do anything. You're dancing, you're just like, and somebody's like, nope, we got a head bob, drop copyright.
Yeah.
Like, shit. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out because, as we've been discussing, that I don't think there are any precedences for people having a copyright on a specific dance and, it being in a video game without licensing, I guess. How would you resolve this? Like, if you were Epic, I would just fucking throw money at them, tell them to shut the fuck up. Basically,
I would,
we're gonna license the dance from you. Like, here's a little bit of money and shut the fuck up, go away.
If I was Epic, I would take them to court.
Like, I would countersue them?
No, I would just go through with it.
Go through the court.
Because you're gonna make a lot of money while it's on there, and people may just buy it just due to like them thinking it's going away.
Oh yeah, that's a good point too.
And I don't think they're gonna win. So, write it out, and then at the very end, they'll probably have to pay all the legal fees because they lost the court, and that's gonna be in the. So if I was Epic, I would write it out and just allow them to publicity.
Yeah, free publicity essentially, but I mean, it's not like Fortnite needs it though. Like,
no, exactly, but.
But I know what you're saying.
It's the one game in how many years of Epic that Epic has actually been making money off of. I would, if I was them, I'd just go sue us, bring it on.
Like, we don't care.
Yeah, and even if they maybe you can just drain their legal fees.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like Epic has more money than all three of those people combined.
Yeah.
Because Carlton hasn't been famous. Well, I mean, he's been famous for a while, but
he's back
really
with
relevant.
Dancing with the Stars.
Well, but before that, you think about what did he do? What has he done since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? And you're like,
no, I agree with you. Probably a bunch of royalty checks.
Oh yeah, maybe a sci-fi movie like Sharknado or something here and there. But yeah, I don't know. But I think Epic's gonna win, regardless of what they do, and I feel like, your suggestion's a good suggestion. Let them write it out and see what happens because they'll probably win. Or like I said, I would just, license it from them, just give them a little bit of money because they can afford it.
But then you're setting a precedence. Because now all these people that you take their dances, you're going to have to pay them. Well, because you're setting a precedence.
Well, yeah, but then you can do something like Rock Band, where they basically have a certain set amount of licensing that they give to most artists, unless you're like a prestige artist like Led Zeppelin or the Beatles or something where obviously you can get more money, but in general most artists hey, this is $1,000 or whatever it is for us to license your song or your dance, you take it or leave it. You know what I mean? That's what they could do with the dances too. They could be like, look, this is the precedence, you're gonna pay this $5,000, take it or leave it.
I wouldn't do that because some jackass could claim any dance.
But then you know what
like Alfonso fucking South. He doesn't own the fucking dance, which he said, and he's suing him for it. So some jackass that did it once can be like, hey, that's my dance, pay me. Nah, fuck them.
Well, I was gonna say, what's funny is it would cause an increase in the amount of YouTube videos of people just trying to make up fucking dancing. Yeah, this is the twirly bird.
Yeah.
Just so they can try and get some money from Epic. That's funny. But I wonder, if somebody at Epic actually has a job where they go around to just YouTube or whatever and they try and find dances, or check Instagram.
They have to, because a lot of those dances are popular. And
I never heard of the damn 2 milli thing or whatever, but
it came from somewhere though.
Yeah.
There has to be something that some people who are just tuned into I don't know what to call it, the social world.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They probably have some like a dance coordinator or something position where
Maybe they just go on YouTube and see what's trending.
That too. Yeah.
They just make it real fast in a day. You know, they just make the little wireframes do whatever, shit it out, and then while it's hot, people buy it. Next week that no one cares about it, they already bought it. So who cares?
Well, see, and the only one that I would actually like to see sue Epic Games would be Turk, aka Donald Faison from Scrubs, for stealing the Turk dance from Poison from Scrubs, because that was so awesome. And it's like an exact copy.
Well, if Turk wins, then technically Floss Kid can win. Because he made that up.
Well, but I don't know, but Scrubs has been around for like, shit, I don't know when that show came out, a long time ago. Whereas all the rest of the stuff's pretty recent.
I was probably in middle school or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A while ago. Yeah. I want to say early 2000s. So, I don't know, but...
Timing doesn't make it any less illegal.
I'm just saying it might be more of the fact that, you know, it's been around for a lot longer, so there's more of a chance for it to be like, hey, this is definitely his because it's been around for this long, whereas Boston Kid can be like, you know, somebody else did it a month before he did it, but it blew up because of him. You know, and there's no proof.
I don't see the correlation, but we can agree to disagree.
That's fine. Yeah, we can agree to disagree. It's not a big deal, but...
Yeah, it's not exactly. That's not what we're arguing over.
But anyway, like, so, you know, we'll see what happens with the whole Fortnite nonsense, but...
Yeah, I'm not going to be watching it. Like, you know, I'll see the news, like, they win or they lost. I'm like, oh, either way, I'll be,
If they win, they should use their court fees to bring back Paragon.
They're killing everything but that game.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
What else are they killing besides Paragon?
Well, Unreal's not up there anymore, is it?
Oh yeah, Unreal Tournament. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was
like their game.
That was a game that they're supposed to be developing with the community, and even still, they were like, "Nah, fuck that. Like, we're just gonna stop working on it and focus on Fortnite." Like, Unreal.
It's unreal that they did that to Unreal.
Yeah, you got it. Picked up what I was putting down. But, alright, so we'll move on from Fortnite now, because we've been talking about it for more than 5 minutes, which is what I figured we would cover, the time it would take to cover that. So,
yeah.
You're going to talk about the next one?
Soulja Boy, Superman. Okay, so Soulja Boy branded consoles. Pretty much he took some Chinese knockoff consoles, put his name on there, and then started to distribute them to markets that don't normally have them. I don't know if you're familiar with the lawsuits, or not lawsuits, but like everyone's wondering if Nintendo's going to sue them or not.
I've heard about it, yeah.
I don't know if they are. I've been trying to figure that out, but I haven't seen anything. But I guess once they do or don't, finally, like I guess when they finally do, if they do, we'll talk about it. But right now, I guess we'll just talk about the consoles. They're pretty much stealing a bunch of games from different systems. They have NES up to PS1, and I don't think they have any GameCube. I think it's only PS1.
From what I've seen, the highest was PS1.
And they're 64.
Yeah.
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 So from that generation, they didn't have any Xbox though. Okay, that's the following generation. So they have up to the GameCube or not the GameCube, the N64 generation, and it has like 800 games in it or something stupid like that. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, NES, SNES, 64, and PS1. Genesis, I think Saturn also.
I don't know about Saturn for sure.
I know they have the Mega console.
Yeah, Mega Drive or whatever. Yeah.
So they just took a bunch of games, emulations, and threw it in the console and started selling it and saying that it's completely legal and.
Which is not.
Yeah.
No fucking way is that legal. So the thing about ROMs is that like even if I wanted to go online and download a ROM of a Nintendo game, I have to have a physical copy of the game like in my hand, in my room as proof. Like if the cops were to show up and be like, "Hey, we saw you download that ROM. Where's your physical copy?" If I didn't have a fucking physical copy, they could probably arrest me because it's illegal to have a copy of it without actually having a physical copy of it.
The idea behind that is that your ROM is a backup to your physical copy. So if anything ever happened to the physical copy, you would have a backup. To clarify for people who didn't know.
Yeah. And so if you're buying a singular piece of hardware that has 800 fucking games spanning, 6 to 8 systems or whatever.
How many years is that?
You know what I mean?
That's like 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years worth of consoles, there's no fucking way that, okay.
Well, it's more like 20 years, but yeah.
I was going to say, there's no fucking way that anybody has all those games, but to be fair, I'm sure there's a few people out there that have all those fucking games. But realistically here, we're talking realistically here. This is for people that want to play all the old games but don't even own the consoles anymore, or 800 games for X amount of price. That's pretty good until they'll buy it and not realizing that it's super fucking illegal. So yeah, I'm surprised that Nintendo hasn't already sued him.
That's my actual statement. I was gonna say I'm more surprised that Nintendo hasn't taken any action than I am that the console's actually out.
I think it might be because it's a Chinese console, a Chinese knockoff. Because the whole thing with China is that they basically rip everything off and then turn around and sell it as their own.
Right, but they normally only do distribution in China. Now they actually have distribution outside of China, so Nintendo of America can do shit because it is being sold here in the U.S. I think so, at least. I mean, it's not through an importer; it's through a store.
I would agree with you, especially because more than likely Soulja Boy is kind of a
dumbass.
Well, no, I mean he's definitely a dumbass, but I was gonna say almost like a third party or a middleman type of person.
He branded it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, because this console apparently existed before. It had been around for a while. I think it was called the Fuse, F-U-Z-E or something like that. But now it's the Soulja Boy Fuse. He put his name on it, and so okay. So get this. Not only is he selling one illegal ass console, we looked on the website and there were fucking 4 different consoles that he's selling.
Yeah, 2 portables and 2
handheld portables. One of them's called the Retro or something. Looks like a smaller version of the GPA, and then the other one's almost like a Game Gear or something. Same deal, portable games. And then there was one regular console, and then one that looked like a weird ass console that had a gun.
Duck Hunt or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Some weird shit. So there's 4 different fucking versions of these illegal ass consoles that Soulja Boy put his name on, and unreal. But not only is he doing that, he's also selling an Apple Watch ripoff called the Soulja Watch. Oh, and earbuds. The iPod earbuds, the ones that don't have cables or whatever, they just go in your ear.
Isn't that his culture though? To wear fake shit because you can't get the real shit.
I don't know, dude, but it's just crazy that
I don't know.
He would hitch his wagon with this kind of shit.
It doesn't surprise me because he comes off as one of those people that would just go for the cash, and he sees cash and he's going for it. I'm more surprised by Nintendo than anything else. Sony, I can kind of I don't know how they're not very as protective as Nintendo. Nintendo's very protective of their IPs, where they shut down fan-made shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, fan-made Pokemon games always go.
Yeah, fan-made stuff is gone. So for them to not shut down something that's legitimately their shit is kind of crazy to me, and not even a cease and desist from what I know. Yeah, so that's kind of
Well, and then
wow.
We were trying to see how many consoles he's sold, and I mean the only source we have is him, Soulja Boy himself, and he said 5 million.
I could believe it outside the U.S., maybe in China or something. So
I don't know. That seems crazy.
But not in the U.S., because no one wants to buy no fucking soldier-ass rip-off console. What is it, if someone says, I got the Soulja Boy console, you fucking asshole. It's oh, because your poor ass couldn't afford the Switch, right?
No, but that's the thing, too, is that these consoles are expensive. The Soulja Boy Fuse is the price of an Xbox 360, or an Xbox One, or whatever.
But the other ones are $100, aren't they?
I think
Game Boys?
The smaller ones might be $100. But yeah, even then, pay another $200, $300, you can get a fucking Switch and some games and some accessories, you get good stuff.
I don't know. I don't like it. But
I don't like it either.
I don't know what's taking Nintendo so long.
Nintendo, get on your shit.
It's kind of interesting to see them take a backseat to this one.
Yeah. And speaking of Nintendo,
the Nintendo's Creator Club is ending, which yay for us, because now we're going to start going into that territory that was not good territory to be in before. So before, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole Nintendo and content creators. They used to actually not allow any of their IP or intellectual properties in videos and such, and that set like the whole YouTube gaming community like upset, I guess, for lack of a better term. Angry Joe was always upset about it. Boogie was always upset about it. There's a bunch of big YouTubers that wanted to cover Nintendo stuff because they really loved it, and Nintendo wouldn't allow it. Eventually, Nintendo caved in, and they started Nintendo's Creators Club, which that allowed you to now stream / use Nintendo footage in your games, or in your videos, I'm sorry, but Nintendo would take a percentage of your ad revenue on top of the YouTube percentage that YouTube took. So Nintendo pretty much allowed you to make the video and then they take a cut. Well, that pissed off a lot of people too, for obvious reasons. And now they're ending that altogether, where you can use their IPs and footage, and just like any other game, where they don't take a cut and all the ad money would go to you minus whatever YouTube or whatever platform you stream on, whatever takes out. So, yay for Nintendo! Finally here. Welcome to 2015. And,
yeah.
And I think it's good. Good timing for us, because we just got our Switches like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, there's his. Mine's right here, and if anyone cares, it's right there. Woo!
Oh, look at them yellow and gold Joy-Con.
Brown, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Pikachu and Eevee, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that?
But yeah, good for us. Good for people who just got Switches. I know actually a few people who just got Switches this last Christmas, so everyone wins in this situation. It's shown that there's a lot of studies that show that whenever game content is shown in videos and stuff, it makes people want to go out and buy. So everyone wins, and the content creator wins because they get views because people want to see it, and then the devs / publishers win because people go out and buy their shit. So it's free advertising.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't do it earlier, but
Nintendo's just, and see, that kind of ties back into the whole Soulja Boy thing, because Nintendo's very like stingy and protective over its stuff, and so that's the whole reason why it had the Creator Club. It was an attempt to reach out to content creators and allow them to make content with Nintendo stuff, even though Nintendo had their hands in the pot pulling out a good portion of it. But so I'm glad that is ending, because, as you know, you just said, we got ours, and so we're going to be probably doing some Switch content in the future, especially as we get closer to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is the whole reason why I bought a Switch. I'm not even going to lie, like, that's 100% the reason why I bought a Switch. It was like, Switch exclusive? Fuck, gotta buy a Switch.
I bought a Switch because I went to my cousin's, or my family's over Thanksgiving, and I was playing Let's Go with them, and we were just battling. I'm like, man, I haven't done this in forever, and it's just a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So, I wanted to play that, and I know there was games that were coming out that I wanted to play, so I was like, I gave it in. Glad I did. But going back to Nintendo, like, I know this is a little off topic, but it's kind of interesting to me how, like, the Switch is kind of innovative, how it's a Game Boy that you can dock and play. It kind of reminds me of the Super Game Boy, in a way, except it has the power of a console. I guess technology just has progressed that much where a tablet's pretty damn powerful, and that's all this is a fucking tablet. It has a Tegra processor just the way any other, like, other tablets do.
Yeah.
But it's, like, thinking back to the Wii, and even the GameCube, like, they were pretty innovative with their whole, the Game Boy controller, how you can make your Game Boy controller and certain games use that. But, what's interesting, after the GameCube, when you go into the Wii and stuff, they're kind of, like, innovative, but not at the same time. Like, they're innovative with the Wii because they had, like, the motion controls, and, like, it can actually tell which way you're tilting and stuff, so, but then, like, they never wanted to progress their online community, and, like, it's interesting how they think, because, like, in, like, the straightforward thinking, where you should be like, alright, you need to have a good online this, you need to make it easy. Nintendo like, no, fuck that, we don't do that. But they go out and do some, like, outlandish shit that, like, is innovative, but, like, the things that you would think that you just that you would want to like improve, they don't fucking do. And even still, the Switch has online issues, and you would think like with nowadays where they've even given into cell phones, where their games are on cell phones, so they know this kind of shit is like profitable and where the market is going, and they still are not fucking on board with that kind of stuff. But the Switch itself is pretty awesome, like how you can undock it. And like I said, to me it's a Game Boy that I can just play on my TV. That's how I view it as, and that's why I got it. I wanted a portable console. I'm tired of not being able to lug my big ass computer everywhere. But I find that interesting about Nintendo, how they like innovate in ways, but then they're like stuck in their ways at the same time.
It is interesting, especially because Nintendo was at one point working with Sony when they were going to make the Nintendo PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah.
And so can you imagine, how it would have turned out, like if that relationship had panned out, like, I don't know, it's crazy to think about, because, maybe Nintendo would still be innovating the way that they are, like you were just saying, but then also they would have the good online features and the, community and all that, like what you're saying. Maybe it would be the best of both worlds. Like, who knows?
But it's also interesting how Nintendo can differentiate themselves from other consoles. And I guess it's their IPs that they still, produce, and they actually do make, they've been constantly making good quality games. For last generation, I have a Wii and a PlayStation, or a Wii and an Xbox. Their console's never seen as the competitor to the other two. It's kind of like its own thing, so you have that.
Oh, right, so people don't have a PlayStation and an Xbox, but not a Wii.
Right.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
So now, like, the Switch, and I guess they're doing even better now, because they're starting to, but the Wii, they fucked up because they stopped incorporating third party into their platform. Now that they are incorporating third party, and they actually went out and bought some exclusive third party like Bayonetta and Ultimate Alliance, they're putting themselves in a very strong position, because you can have a Switch and not the other two, but you can't do it the other way.
Right. That's why I never played Bayonetta 2, was because it was exclusive to the Wii U or whatever, and I never had a fucking Wii U. So I still want to go back. Hopefully they'll release Bayonetta 2 on the eShop or whatever.
I'm going to be surprised too. Like, that's one issue that I have with Nintendo. How many versions of Ocarina of Time is there? How many versions of Link to the Past is there? Like, I understand putting it out on the DLC, but like, they make new versions of it, like with little tweaks here and there.
Speaking of that, I saw actually somebody was apparently remaking Ocarina of Time in the Unreal Engine.
I saw that.
It looks pretty badass, actually.
I don't think it's going to be on a tech demo. I think Nintendo's going to shut it down.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course they are. That is one that Nintendo's going to fucking bring the hammer down, like, real fast. Yeah. If they shut down fan-made Pokemon games, for fuck's sake, like, and these aren't like the new Pokemon games, like Let's Go Eevee, where it's like 3D and all that. This was like basically a sort of a ROM hack type deal.
Yeah, it's like an online.
But it's like original Game Boy style graphics, and maybe like Game Boy Color graphics. Nothing too crazy or outlandish. It's just like a different story, and some things changed up. There's a fan made Pokemon game, and Nintendo was like, hammer down, cease and desist, fuck you. So, but yeah, that Legend of Zelda remake's gonna get. Isn't gonna get me.
It looks awesome though.
But yeah, it does look pretty badass. So, yeah, fucking Nintendo.
Yeah, fuck you. And you're something that I mentioned in D-Domain. If you guys want to go watch that,
which it'll be right here.
Yeah. My issue with the Switch is how they nickel and dime you, and maybe this will be a good segue to our next one. But I make the comparison to an Xbox S in that, saying, when I buy a Switch, I pay $300 and I have a Switch, but I can't do shit with it. Then I have to go out and buy a game. And then when I get the game, like Smash, the controls suck, so I have to go out and buy a new controller. I want to play online. Well, the online sucks. I got to go buy a adapter, and it's like, shit, like, all this stuff is...
But then you also skipped a step. You want to play online, you have to buy an online pass.
I'm not worried about that, because that's everywhere.
But still.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so by the time you add everything up, it's like $400 something. Like, I did the math and that stuff in my thing. If I buy an Xbox, I can play it out of the box, and it's $200. I don't have to go get other shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's my issue with Switch. there's so many fucking accessories and they all have their role, so you have to go get them.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess talking about Xbox.
Segue.
So, Scarlet apparently is supposed to come out, I think, next year. Well, obviously next year because
that's
it's not this year.
Yeah, that's a code name for it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so code name Microsoft Scarlet.
Yeah, it's an Xbox One that they are releasing, which will be discless, so no physical games, and just marketplace. And I think they're going to try to co-launch it with a streaming service that they're going to start doing. I find it interesting because I have nothing against that. First off, I think digital is the way to go nowadays. I play on PC. I don't know the last time I bought a physical game. Probably when I was on Xbox. When I was on my 360, like 5 years ago.
I mean, for me, it's Smash.
Well, I'm talking about like
actual disc.
Yeah, and even with that, I bought I bought a memory card so I can just download all my games. So I want to keep all my games here, so if someone ever wants to play something, I can be like, I have a physical Smash. I do. But I figured that would be the only physical game because that's the one that I know I would always keep it there.
Yeah.
I had no problem with it, but I think it's interesting going full circle because wasn't that what the original Xbox was, and Xbox One was, and they got a lot of shit for it?
I want to say it was at E3 2013.
Because it was online only. Remember, it had to be online. You had to have it.
And then I remember specifically one of the things being that they were not going to allow used discs. You weren't going to be able to buy a game and then be like, okay, no, I'm going to let my friend borrow it to play it. Because Sony made a fucking ad basically that same E3 where they're like, you want to play this game? And I go, sure. And they had it. That is how you share games on the PlayStation 3 or 4 or whatever.
I remember that.
Yeah, and so
that's fucking legit.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But so that's I think you're right, but they're coming full circle. It's unless the price is really good, I actually don't think it'll sell that well, to be honest. I know, like you said, digital is the future, but so many people prefer to have physical copies of their games.
I don't know. Me and my cousin actually had a conversation about this today, and he's an Xbox gamer, not PC gamer, but also coming from an exclusive console person. And he was saying that he would have no issue with it because even the games that he has to buy a physical disc for,
he has to turn around and fucking install them.
Yeah. So there's no benefit of having the fucking
Yeah, and see, most of the time, back in the day, getting a new game was awesome because it's you could look through the instruction booklet, it had all these pictures, and it was cool. It had, now, fucking Smash doesn't even have an instruction booklet.
Yeah, it's like I told you, the box, you're saying, I want the box. I'm like, you don't want the box, dude.
Yeah, you're basically paying for the fucking box, but... I don't know. Still, they're just people that like to collect, and so they're more likely to want to have a physical thing. But I do see, like you said, I agree with you that digital is the future. So we'll see. I think it depends on the price point and what that ends up being.
I was anti-digital at first, back on the 360, because I did like having the games and I can put them in and out, and I didn't have to worry about the hard drive space. But now that space isn't much of an issue anymore, I love just being on Steam and being like, what do you want to play? And all right, and just click. And that's it. Not having to go through my shelf and trying to find
Wait, this is the wrong, because people put the wrong disc in the wrong case and everything.
Yeah.
Shit, this is in this case, but that's in that case, and yeah.
So I think Xbox's big fall on this one was them not allowing you to buy a new hard drive and install it into the console. They make you do an external drive, which I think is stupid. But I don't think it'll sell well either. And not for that reason. Because, back when the Xbox One came out, in 2013? Yeah, it was 13.
Sounds about right.
So it's been 5 years. People have had 5 years to see how online is. It was still relatively new to purchase games online back then. And now people do it out of convenience. I don't have to go to the fucking store, I'll just download it right here.
Yeah.
Amazon and all that shit's getting, people tuned to do everything digitally. So I don't think it's not going to sell because for that reason. I think it's not going to sell because it's too late in the console generation. Especially with all these rumors of the new consoles coming out. Like
another segue.
Yeah. Like Lockhart and Anaconda, which
are other code names.
Yeah, so Lockhart's supposed to be the next Xbox S, where it's the smaller, not as powerful, more mainstream console, and the Anaconda is supposed to be more of the beefy. I wouldn't call it an Xbox X beefy, but the upper grade.
Let's just say beefier.
Right, beefy-ish.
Yeah, the beefish.
So, for the people who think they're getting the best, that's what that's for.
And these are rumored to be coming out next year, right?
2020.
2020? Oh, okay. Wow,
Yes.
That's really late then.
So I was looking at the Anaconda stuff. I'm actually pretty excited about the Anaconda stuff. Like, I don't know if you
go ahead.
know anything about it. So, apparently Anaconda is supposed to be using Zen 2 processors and Navi GPUs, which Navi GPU is supposed to be the new 7nm architecture from AMD. So next year they're supposed to be releasing a 7nm architecture for CPUs, 7nm architecture for GPUs as well. And it's going to be a huge jump in performance. I really think it's going to be pretty strong when it comes out. Like, even if it gets the lower end stuff, which it will, because cost is always a concern, it's going to be probably like a mid-lower end CPU. Like if you had like a 1060 or something, to that effect, where it'll be, like when it first comes out, it'll be able to do high graphics or high settings. As it ages though, I don't think it'll be that great, obviously. But the initial should be really good, and maybe they'll just learn the architecture a lot better. But I'm excited about that jump because it affects PC. Console games hold back PC games. So the fact that the next Xbox is going to be that powerful to where it is going to be like a mid-lower end PC.
Means they won't have to scale back the development as much.
Right.
And like porting would be a lot better as well, because most of the time they develop for console and then port to PC. Whereas you would think, I personally would think if you develop for PC and then port to consoles, but I don't know. I don't know anything about game design, so.
Well, I thought the Xbox was made specifically like a PC so that you can build one build and put it to both. It
might be. That's kind of where I feel like they're heading with the whole Xbox anywhere, play anywhere thing, cross-platform or whatever, so who knows?
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that too. Like, I don't like the stupid boundaries on by which console you have is who you can play with. It's dumb, and I that's another thing that I like about this, because they probably will get more cross-platform, like with PC. I'm excited about it, even if I'm not going to get one. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, the possibilities will be beneficial for PC gamers, so that's what's up. Alright, I guess we'll move on from that. We're excited because not even, I guess it's less than a month away. We're going to be at PAX South 2019 at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center in San Antonio, Texas, which is both of our hometowns. I currently live here. He's in Houston, but he'll be in town for the convention, and I think it'll be fun. It was a lot of fun last year.
I think it'd be cool. It's cool to see that Sony's there. I'm curious on what they're going to bring.
Yeah, the exhibitor list is online. I might link to that in the description or whatever this year, and I feel like it's a lot better than last year.
Yeah, I think so too. There's more AAA there.
Last year seemed very, very indie, with Capcom being like the major player. And Capcom's coming back this year, but actually this year I'm a lot more excited than last year, because this year they're bringing Resident Evil 2, the remake, Devil May Cry 5, which, oh man, I can't wait. And, shit, I already forgot the other one. There was another awesome...
Those are only two on you.
No, there was one more. Fuck, I forgot. Holy shit, I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, so Capcom's bringing their big games. And, yeah, I think the lines for them are going to be crazy. Because the last year Monster Hunter World was the...
And we never got to play that.
Yeah, because the line was so fucking huge. Like, it was basically from open to close, there was just a huge, long-ass line. So we didn't even get a chance to play it. I'm hoping it's not going to be the same way with Devil May Cry 5 and stuff, but we'll see.
I think DMC would probably go faster. Because it'd be like this little segment of a level, maybe like half a level or something.
True.
While Monster Hunter, you have to like experience a battle.
You have to like track them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe the line for RE will probably take forever then.
Yeah, I think the RE one would. Yeah.
DMC, let's hope it goes faster. But yeah, looking forward to PAX South.
I think it's gonna be cool. Second time going. I'm interested to see what indie games are gonna be there this time. See what returns.
Did you actually fully peruse the exhibitor list?
No, I didn't.
Our buddy from Super Duper Game Company will be there again.
Oh, with Black Ice?
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a infamous missing interview that we did last year. It wasn't good for a variety of reasons, but maybe we'll see if we can get a do-over this year. Who knows?
Yeah, and we can actually talk about it.
Yeah, because now we've played the fucking game for longer than 10 minutes.
And we need to go back and see the updates.
Yeah. And like what has been added since. It'd be interesting to see. We have a story about last year. There was a game called Knights of the Drown Table, which is a VR kind of like Dungeons and Dragons ish.
And I was really stoked about that game.
It was really cool. We basically waited in line essentially 3 days to play it because we waited in line Friday, but like we kept letting people go ahead of us because they had like 1 day passes and stuff. And then the same day, like Saturday was the same story. We actually let Daniel's cousin go before us because he only had a Saturday pass. And then finally on like Sunday, after we were done seeing everything, towards the end of the day, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you guys in. I know, I recognize you all. I know you've been here," because we were talking to him pretty much the whole time, like the developer of the game. And we got in to play it, and I sucked ass. I got killed, and Daniel, I don't know if you beat the boss by yourself or whatever, but anyway, so
I beat it.
Yeah, he beat the demo, and he was really excited to play it. Like I was excited to play it after 3 days, but. Daniel actually had a Rift at the time, I think, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he had a Rift and I didn't, so he actually ended up purchasing the game and played it a little bit, but then he played it more, like, again when I got a Rift. And then we started experiencing, like, glitches and bugs and falling through the level.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite one, falling through the level.
Yeah, and just, like, unable to beat quests and unable to start quests.
Yeah, we would kill everything and, like, nothing triggers and, yeah.
And so... At this point, it's basically vaporware or something like that because the game hasn't been updated since I think March, and it'd be interesting to see if that guy shows up again with Knights of the Drowned, or maybe he's working on a new game that's like a quick cash grab or something. But yeah, I definitely like to give him a piece of my mind if I see him. Billy Ross, Rally Boss, Really Boss, yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that he bailed on the game, and I'm disappointed that the game was so technically bad.
It seemed like it would be really fun, really cool. But,
yeah, it seemed fun.
It just needed some more work.
It was a good concept.
Yeah, it just needed some more work. Maybe some actual funding from somewhere, like a venture capitalist group or something. But like maybe you should have put out like a tech demo of it and shopped it around. But I don't know.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll see. And then one quick thing, since we're running a little long here, just wanted to mention that the Steam winter sale is going on now, but hasn't been very impressed by it. Like I've looked at it, but I haven't really been like blown away. But back in the day, it'd be like, dude, we can't wait for the winter sale to roll around. We're gonna get all these games, and now it's like winter sale's here. Like,
Yeah, I kind of don't even pay attention to winter sale anymore, or the summer sale. I kind of just think I have the same gripes as other people. It's kind of the same games on sale every year. So like the first time, or maybe first years, you're like picking up different stuff because you buy so much shit when you do buy. You'll drop $100 plus, $100 plus easy. But then eventually you're kind of like everything's on sale I already own, like everything that I want.
Or like the games that you do want don't go on sale.
Yeah, so.
Oh, damn it.
So I actually haven't even looked at the sale. So, like I don't know what's on there, but. In my past experience, I would probably be disappointed.
Well, so like my wish list, I actually was looking at it before you came over. My wish list is at 100 games, and out of those 100 games, I think about 70-ish are on sale. And out of those 70, the ones I might consider getting is like maybe 5 or less. Like because of the price. They're on sale, but it's like, hey, minus 15%, or hey, minus 10%. I'm like, that's bullshit. There are some games that are really good deals, like minus 80% plus, but like you said, they're games you already own, or
because they were on 80%
a lot. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. Are you almost done with your beer?
Almost, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, alright, let's chug this bitch. So for Tom Irish, see you, buddy.
Sound like physical name. I don't know.
What the hell?
No, it's to
keep it good, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, Tom.
Guinness for you.
Guinness Stout just for you. And so we're going to end this episode, but we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting us. And if you're not already, go follow us on Twitch. I am That Damn M, he's That Damn D, as I'm sure you can see on screen if you haven't already noticed. And yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this episode.
Yep. Catch you guys later.
All right. Peace.
Peace.